Okay, hello, I'm Elon, and yes, this is another program which is, well, a question I did today on USACO's official website. It's the question from 2022's contest in February and in Bronze League, Problem 3, blocks. So you can see the question right here. I will give it a minute, just give a few seconds just to take a look at the question. And here are the input and the output. So according to the input format, the first line is how many words you want to make. The second, third, fourth, and fifth are the, well, like what letters are on each side of the cube. And the line from here to here is just the words that you want to make. And for each word, you have to type yes or no for if it's possible to make this word with letter without repeatedly using one cube. Yep, and let's move on to the program. As you can see right here, this is the number of words that well, like this noted down how many words that I will try to make out of these 4 cubes. As you can see here, 4 cubes. And this is the word list. So this is the loop for counting the cubes. And so I made a cube list just to input these into the list. It was empty before, but after these 4, which is basically adding A, B, C, D, one after each other into the list and make it called cube list. So now this is no longer empty. This should be fulfilled with O, 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 A, B, C, D, E, F, and U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay, now here we get the length of the cube list, which is supposed to be 6. We need that for our we need that for our counting loops later on. And this is the original list. And I create an end list for the result. Okay, so the reason I need the original list is because after each repeat, since we can only use each cube once, so I need to note down the original list for how the cubes are. So this is loop 1, 2, and 3. They all start with 0. Okay, so let's get into the program. While loop 1 is smaller than the number of words, like this part is just reset, and also moving on to the next word in the list. And for loop 2 is for getting out just one letter inside the list. So loop 1, as you can see right here, is for getting one word after each. For loop, the first time we do the loop is cow, second time is moose, third time is zoo, and continues like that. And for loop 2 is for getting specific letters inside a word. For example, the first time we do loop 2 will be C, second time will be O, third time will be W. And so this is why I need something called the length of the word, because this can only repeat it, it depends on how many letters is in the word. Then, for example, cow, C-O-W, have 3 letters, then I will make this repeat 3 times. But for these, for example, like move, M-O-V-E, it has 4 letters, I'll just make it repeat 4 times. And for loop 3 is for comparing. Okay, so as you know that we're trying to find the letter inside the cubes, which is supposed to be look C. Then as you can see here, cube C, A, B, C, D, E, F. It already searched A, B, and it sees that it's not there. So yeah, basically continue like that. And until all the words are done. And there's an interesting part about this is that this part. As you can see here, after we realized that we got the letter we want inside the cube, we have to mark something down, as you can see right here. And for my way, it's just every time I found the right letter, And every time I find the right letter, I will just make this the correct count, I call it, plus 1. So when the correct count equals the length of the word, it means that I had found, for example, count, if I found COW, then it should count 3 times, and the correct count number should be 3. So when it equals to the length of the word, then the end list will produce yes inside the list, which is, yes, I found a word inside cube. And loop plus 1. But there was a little bit of an issue before I fixed it. Well, I already fixed it. So, it's right here. Because in the question it said that one cube cannot be continuously, repetitively used. So at first, me and my dad think of some ways. For example, like just deleted the whole cube inside the list. For example, just delete this part or just mark it down. But we realized something, that if I mark it down, then it's going to be very hard to track, like where did I mark it or when did I mark it, and I have to reset everything from the start. And if I delete it, then the whole counting system is going to need a huge rework. But after I think a little bit, I give it an idea. Why don't we just replace these with space? Like in the counter, it still counts as a place, but there's nothing inside of it. So when anyone search for it, it will just ignore. It will just ignore the space part, but it will still count plus 1 right here, which is I made a space. And this is exactly why I need the original list, because I have to, reset the whole cube list. So yep, like that. And these part are for the results. And as you can see, yes, no, yes, yes, no, no. Yes, no, yes, yes, no, no. Okay, and that will be all. Thank you for watching.